Hey there, welcome to the program. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194, 651-775-9194, ourhealthyhomes.com, the 4 pillars of a healthy home. This is the show where we examine the structure, the ecosystem, the body, and the mind and the spirit. The 4 pillars of a healthy home. If all those pillars aren't in place, the roof comes tumbling down. So what we want to do is we want to live young and live long, because it's young living or assisted living, and you can make your home a healthy home, and it all starts with you, and it begins right now with the lovely and talented Sheila. And, we all love our fragrances. We had, we like stuff that smells good.
Like our scents.
We like our scents, okay? If you like to use that terminology rather than fragrance, it's fine. But there is a difference. Mm-hmm. We have had some people at the mansion, it's almost a week ago now, and I walk into the bathroom and I can still smell them.
It's on the rug.
It's everywhere.
I mean, I washed the the hand towels. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wiped everything down, and I wiped the mirror, and, girls are girls.
Yeah.
And they're in there, and they're just
douching it up.
Stuff, right? I mean, they're there for whatever party they've rented the house for, but still. And now I'm thinking, I got to get a new rug.
Yeah.
I mean, really. It's an old rug anyway. Mm-hmm. But, that's where I think the stink is coming from.
Okay.
And people always, say, "Oh, you're so sensitive," or "Oh, you're allergic to." No. Just like you don't have to take on and acknowledge like a disease or something. No, don't tell yourself that. No, I'm not allergic, and no, I'm not sensitive. My body knows
what's good for you.
I come into something that whoa, this isn't a good chemical, mm-hmm. right? And so over time, you too can your body will tell the difference. And right. I always say, okay, this is my give. Right, we're on the top. Okay, I'll give this to you. Contact me. Go to ourhealthyhomes.com or call me 651-775-9194. And when you come to the mansion for the classes and things like that, I usually give out a Thieves Household Cleaner that's already diluted and ready for you to use. And I invite you to use only that for everything for 2 weeks. Then go back to what you were using, and I'm telling you, your body will tell you the difference.
Okay.
So there it is. It's June. What month is June? Mm-hmm. It's birthday month.
Oh, God.
Okay. Happens every year, right? And
comes around so soon, just like Christmas.
I know, right? And some gal brought me over a birthday present. She's like, "Oh, happy 50th." I was like, "You got to be kidding me, right?" She's like, "No, you can't be any older than that." And I was like, "Oh, girlfriend, I'm going to be 61, but thank you." Anyway, so...
What if you're 48? You've been offended by that.
Yeah, right. So I always do my birthday big, mm-hmm. and it's just what I love to do. This year is taking a little bit of a different turn, mm-hmm. And so for my birthday, Keith's going to stay down and hold down the fort, and I am truly, and I mean truly, blessed to be able to go on this trip to 2 Young Living Farms in Idaho, St. Mary's, and Highland Flats, and they're both in Idaho. And that's the beautiful part about having a Young Living community with people that are like-minded, right? And so we get to go and farm. Okay, so there's that, and one of the farms is an outhouse. And
the farm isn't an outhouse.
No, but at the farm, it's a cabin and an outhouse.
Okay.
This is
that's
not
where you're staying.
This is not the Hilton. Okay, and then there's across the road from the cabins is the the community center where we will cook and be together and things like that. And so it's going to be a super treat for me, and Keith and I were just talking about this flashlight that I should take because there are bears and all sorts of things there because it is truly the farm, no cell service. And this is like so outside my box, but I am so looking forward to the peace.
Not that different from what you grew up in.
Okay, well, you're kind of close there because my grandparents didn't have indoor plumbing until I was 14. Okay. So, and we had the outhouse. And so looking forward to that. And I was like reflecting on that, and I was like, wow, the trips that I've been able to do around Young Living, with Young Living, earn trips with the Kona, Hawaii trip that I earned, October was a year ago. And that farm, like seriously, that one is probably the deepest to my heart because that manager reminded me so much of my dad. Yeah. And I just couldn't help but hang on the guy like the whole time we were at the farm. But it was such an experience, wasn't it? Right. And, for a company to reward you and treat you, I mean, the swag bag that we had in our hotel room waiting was unbelievable. I've walked through the lavender fields. I've been to the Mona farm in Utah, and these are just amazing opportunities and experiences. And I would have never had these had I not said yes to Jennifer giving me that thieves oil, because you were in the hospital with whatever surgery it was. Right. You were on a roll there.
I was on a roll there for about a year or two. About a year.
Yeah, right. 2 shoulder surgeries, diverticulitis surgery. Like we were in there like all the time. And I had a cold at the time, and she came to visit, and she's like, "Here, you need this thieves." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And so had I not said yes to trying that, right, from a friend, I wouldn't be having all these memories and all these amazing experiences that we've had and the ones that are to come.
And in November, we're going to the Lang Lang farm in
Ecuador.
Looking forward to that.
Yep, in Ecuador, Gary, the founder, built a school there. Right. And so we'll get to meet the kids. We'll get to see the school. And when he first was looking for whatever plant he was looking for there was this abandoned building. And he was just like, wow, I wonder what that used to be. And they said, no, that's the school. And he's like, wait a minute. And so then through that, built this beautiful school. You can sponsor a child if you want, and go to their graduation and so forth. So these are opportunities that kids in that area of the world just do not have an opportunity to have all these chances, right, to be able to go to a good school and come out and go to college and whatnot. So yes, that's in November, and they have a wellness spa there, so looking forward to that. And as far as the farms themselves, anybody can go visit the farms. If there's a trip, though, that Young Living is organizing and putting together, they do like you to be a customer, but just reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation, and I would like to give you something that could help you with what you're dealing with now, because had my friend not given me thieves, and I said, and I, after that said yes to these bottles of oils and everything else that came from there, I really wouldn't be here. And honestly, I don't know where my health would be, and I don't know where yours would be either.
I don't either.
Honestly. So
strong like bull.
Yes. So sometimes, I like have to pinch myself, like this is my life, right? That I love to be able to share and teach and help people, all different levels. I help people get their products paid for. I help people that want to be a good sharer and have a passion to serve and to care about people. And you too can grow in this business and have all these amazing trips, and there's a bunch of vehicles to get us there.
All right. We're going to head out to break. We're not heading out to Mexico or anything. We're heading out to break. This is Our Healthy Homes. We'll be back, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194. Give Sheila a ring-a-ling-a-ling. She'll school you, tell you about how you can get started, maybe get you going on one of the something that you're suffering from, or someone that you know and love is, and she can help you out. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194, 651-775-9194. Go to ourhealthyhomes.com. I was just on the site this morning, as a matter of fact, checking it out myself, and I got sucked into, this is our website, and I got sucked into the DIY learning. And I'm clicking on DIY or
DIY, do it yourself.
Yeah, DIY. What did I say?
DIY.
Okay.
A little dyslexia.
DIY.
Whatever.
And I get sucked into looking at this the classes and the self-taught learning opportunities there, just right on the site. It doesn't cost anything. Just go to ourhealthyhomes.com and click on the button, the drop down. There's I don't know how many. Whatever
topic is of interest to you. Is it aging gracefully? Is it, the
I was looking at the pet ones.
You were looking at the pet ones.
There's a great pet one.
And there's all the thieves, and there's, the essential oils, and abundance affirmations, and just there's 50 of them in there that you can look at and just click on. And
all right, we've had a ton of activity at the mansion here over the last couple of weeks. Last week, I guess I should say. It's just been really busy, and more coming up.
Yes.
I see another booking came in for September, actually. So lots of stuff. You can go to ourhealthyhomes.com and find your way there. What's got?
Did you address our 4 pillars when we started the last
4
segment?
pillars of a healthy home. I think we did. The structure, the ecosystem, that's what's going on inside the house. The body, of course, self-explanatory, and the mind and spiritual well-being. All of them have to be in place. All 4 pillars have to be in place or the roof comes tumbling down. Okay, so listen to this now. I just got to tell a quick little story. So we have a commercial-style heating plant in the mansion. And so we can't I've learned that you can't just call your ABC plumbing and heating company to come out and look at it, because they send a kid out there to look at it, and he stares at it and says, I don't know what to do with this. I have to call somebody else. So then they call somebody else. That first trip, by the way, costs you $250. Then they call somebody else to come out, and he looks at it and says, you have to call a commercial HVAC company, because we don't know how to do this. And it's no different. Here's what's irritating me about it. I'm going to vent a little bit. It's no different than any residential heating plant that runs with a boiler. We have a boiler in our house, so they all run pretty much the same. You got the boiler itself, which is basically just a cooker that's going to heat hot water. You got a piping system throughout the house. You have a pump that circulates that water throughout the house, and you have some radiators or heat exchangers throughout the house that delivers the warm air to the airspace in the property. Pretty darn simple, and they are simple, very easy to maintain. So when someone comes in and says that they don't understand it, it's a little frustrating to me. So we had it go down, because we have to heat. We're heating the pool room pretty much 12 months out of the year, because you have to keep the room warmer than the water temperature. So when you're booking a swimming, swimming, right? So we are, and then when it's a non-swimming booking,
then it's the air.
Then we got to turn the air on, we cool the thing down. I'm dumping cold water into the pool to bring the water temperature down, so that we don't have evaporation onto the windows. It's a process. So anyhow, we flipped the switch this week to turn to heat it up, because we've got some people that want to swim, and no heat's coming. So I go out and look at it. Pump is running. Feel the pipes. Pipes are not hot. Boiler is up to temperature. So what am I, immediately I'm thinking, well, that water is not circulating. So I look at my little inspection plate and see the part. Now that part, I've ordered it from a HVAC company before. It's like $150. I order it online from Amazon and have it delivered to me. It's $14. So $14, I unscrewed 4 bolts, slid the little electric motor back, put the new part in, slid the electric motor forward, tightened up the bolts, works like a champion, squirted some oil on the bearings, and it's running like a champion. That would have cost me $1,500. So when I talk about structure, when we talk about the structure of your healthy home, some of that is let's just learn about how our home is put together and what things can we be doing for maintenance on that you're not always having to call somebody and spend a lot of money on doing simple maintenance. And so much of the maintenance that you do on your home can be as easy as a few drops of oil in a motor or changing the filter on the furnace. These furnace filters, these furnaces nowadays are very sensitive, and they're balanced very tightly based on air pressure. So if your filter gets plugged or dirty, not plugged, dirty, they'll shut off because they've got this imbalance of air pressure from what their tolerances are supposed to be. Simple like that. A lot of people, the thing would shut off. They're not getting cool air. They're going to call the HVAC company. They're going to come out and charge them a service fee to replace a $2.50 filter that the homeowner could easily have done themselves. Many things like that go on in the house.
I got a couple things to say about that.
Okay, let's go.
Did you videotape it so you could put it on the YouTube?
I thought of it.
I can't even believe
Here's why I did not do it. I should do it, and I still can.
Okay.
But I should do it, but only I didn't because I guarantee you there's probably not another home in the Twin Cities that has this system in it. So it wouldn't be that relevant to most homeowners.
Okay.
What would be is the storyline that, look, if I can fix this myself, and I'm no HVAC guy, you can probably change the filter in your furnace.
Yes, but it's just not Minnesota that's on YouTube.
That's true.
Okay, so number one.
Okay.
And number two, I correlate that little story to somebody's health issue, right? So they're gonna not even look at themselves and
good point,
right?
Yeah.
I can fix me if I just look at what I'm doing, but instead I'm just gonna call and get a medication,
right,
to take care of the problem.
Go to the drive-through doctor.
Right, exactly. So there's the correlation to your story and our 4 pillars.
So know your house and know your body.
Yes, right. Because you too can just make some simple changes, you ordered the part and then you fixed it, and let's be honest, if it didn't work by then you would have called somebody if it did, if what you tried to do didn't work.
Absolutely.
Right? And so there's that. And the other thing is that's what we're here for, is to serve you. So when something happens, whether it's to your health or to your home, we have people that know that they can reach out to us and say, hey, this is the problem. What would you do? Do you know anything? So it's always best to just do that first, because a lot of times, so you're playing doctor yourself and something's gone, something's happening, and you doctor Google, and then you go on Amazon or wherever and you buy the XYZ thing, and then you get it and you're like, what did I order this for? How do I use this? And then it doesn't work. And then people just waste so much money that if they would just ask first. I got a call from somebody the other day, and she's like, I don't get it. She's like, I am just bloated and I'm just exhausted. And I said, and I know what she's been through. And she wasn't really sure what it was. And I said, listen, your cortisol levels are probably so high, because she told me her whole stress story with the kids and what she's been helping with the school and all these things, right? And I was like, girlfriend, your cortisol is just probably so high, that you just need a little support for a little bit, and it'll probably come back down. But if you really want to know if that's it, I have that iTovi scanner, so we can scan it and ask for whatever supplements or specific things to see what would come up. And I'm going to tell you that's probably what it is. And when I said it, she said, "Oh my gosh, you're right. I could see where that would be what it is, right?" So even just having a conversation together to talk about it, you might realize on your own.
Sure, you're thinking out loud, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my goodness.
Right, exactly. And so we're here, right? We're here for you. And just like our real estate business, Young Living, they both are a combination of people that are really good at referring, and it's a place to start.
Holistic real estate, before the transaction, during the transaction, and after the transaction. This is Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, 651-775-9194. Give Sheila a ring-a-ling-a-ling for that complimentary introductory conversation. 651-775-9194, and we will be right back. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. I got another story. This is ourhealthyhomes.com, ourhealthyhomes.com.
It's not nighttime.
It's not a nighttime story. We talk about the 4 pillars of a healthy home. Here we examine the 4 pillars of a healthy home. Okay, structure, ecosystem, body, and mind. Some of life, a lot of it, is trial and error.
Yes.
Right?
For sure.
Try it.
Right? Fail forward.
See what happens. So we have, in the mansion, got a bunch of zones on the heating. I'm on heating and cooling
wow,
system.
Today
Rampage. So we've got a thermostat that went dark.
Oh, no.
All right. So I thought, well,
I don't know I know where it's going, but I don't get the connection.
So I thought, well, it needs batteries. So we put new batteries in, brand new out of the pack. Brand new pack of batteries, brand new. Opened them up, took 2 of the batteries, put it in the thermostat. Nada. Nothing happened. Okay. So then I had to get it working. So I stole a thermostat out of another zone and plugged it in. It worked fine. And I plugged this one into the old zone, and it still was blank. So I thought, well, I don't use it. That zone there's nobody in that wing of the house very much, so I'll just order one. So I order one online. Brand new thermostat comes. Exactly the same kind, so I can just switch the faceplates off. I popped it back in, put those 2 beautiful new batteries in there. Blank, nothing. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I'm literally confused about it. I knew it couldn't be, the thermostat was brand new. So the thermostat comes with a couple, like no brand batteries, right? These cheap batteries.
Yeah, wait.
So I put those in.
Okay.
Right? And it worked.
That burned you, I bet.
So then I took those batteries out and put my brand new copper tone batteries in, copper top or whatever. Right, brand new out of the pack from Costco. And it didn't work. So here I got I don't know if anyone has ever had this happen. This has never happened to me ever in my whole life. Brand new batteries out of the pack, dead as a mackerel.
Okay, so recall. You're going to wait. Just wait. I post recalls all the time on my Facebook page, just my Sheila Hittner Facebook page. There are so many recalls on food and things. You wait. The recall's coming on those, I bet.
On that package, that lot number or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to go through because it came out of a pack with 24 batteries in.
Sure.
So I haven't had a chance to go through the rest of the batteries and see if they were also dead. But I put those now. The batteries that came with it in the thermostat. Of course, it works like a champion. I put those in the thermostat that I pulled off that I was going to throw away. Works like a champion. So I now have an extra thermostat in case
for when it does actually happen.
Yeah.
Yes. So I want to talk about reasons why to ditch and switch.
Okay.
And speaking of ditching and switching, go to ourhealthyhomes.com and click on the events tab. I don't have it on there yet, but Christy and I are working on it.
Okay.
So we're working on taking like the top 5 or 6 things that people take on a daily, like
use
on a daily basis,
All right.
like Metamucil or whatever to have a bowel movement.
Okay.
Dish soap? Advil, Tylenol, whatever.
Is this all stuff you take internally, or is it going to be like
no? This is
dishwashing
mostly.
liquid?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
So let me finish.
All
so
right. Get to it.
Keep me on track here.
Get to it.
So then like a lot of people take Advil and Tylenol and things like that. So what to switch that to a natural thing, right?
Okay.
And then everybody drinking all the energy drinks that are giving, these guys heart attacks and everything else. So what to use that's going to be safe, for the energy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, as simple as toothpaste, because people do not have a clue how bad the toothpaste is that they're using. And I think there's one other one, so we're talking about it. But what the ditching and switching, so we're going to try it Zoom and in person. So when you come in person, then you are going to get the sample of what the product is that's the replacement for the toxic product.
Okay. And
I'll probably list, like with each one, like let's just say we'll use that as an example, like Metamucil. So people don't read labels, right?
No.
People don't read in general. So if we take I'll just make a card, right, for each thing. And Metamucil, okay, so these are the top 5 side effects or bad ingredients or whatever, right? So that they can see them, and then they have an opportunity to take a sample home of the natural. Okay. So we're going to do 6 things, right? So it's going to be great. Like, we haven't done this before. We're just creating this.
All new.
And we're going to do it on Zoom as well. Okay. So if you want to come on Zoom, then all you need to do is pay for shipping for those samples to be sent to you, right? So watch for it on ourhealthyhomes.com. And we talked a little bit about maybe doing like the cleaner, right? But it's so much more than that's an easy thing for people to understand. So we wanted to dive into more of the things that they're really using. And I mean, I was an Advil junkie, and there goes the liver, right? So I'm with you. So today for the ditching and switching, so got a couple of did you knows. Did you know that out of 2,983 ingredients tested from products that you use in your home, 884 were toxic, 314 caused biological mutations, Google it, 218 caused reproductive problems. Now, that's a whole topic that I could talk about with this whole younger generation that is just not being able to get pregnant, stay pregnant. And I've heard this many times, that they get pregnant and then they get concerned. Then they start to detox.
Right.
And sometimes they detox too hard and too fast that
they get sick.
They get a miscarriage. So Google that. 146 are known to cause cancer tumors. 146 are known to cause cancer tumors and are banned in other countries but allowed in the U.S. Now, food for thought there, right? And so with my whole health journey and things like that, I didn't spend that money to clean myself up for 2 years to go back to coming home to dryer sheets and all the things, right? So the reasons to ditch and switch are so far, deep, and wide. And I don't want like to overwhelm you or anything like that, because it really is easy to make the switch.
Cost effective.
Cost effective, yep. I think people are easily overwhelmed, and like, I don't know. I need to go into somebody's house so I can see what everybody's using. But they have a bottle for this sink, and then they have a bottle for the toilet, and then they have a bottle for the floor, and then they have like, whatever it is. You don't need
all that stuff.
15 different types of cleaners to do what 1 or 2 things can, right?
Especially when most of the cleaners, if you actually read the label, they have the same ingredients.
Yes,
they changed the label,
right,
so that you buy a second one.
Yes. So be intentional. I
Mhm.
invite you to reach out to me, take advantage of our home assessment. Did you want to?
So we do have a home assessment. So Sheila will come out to your house,
Mm-hmm.
look under your kitchen sink, go through your house, help you inventory the products that you're using, and get you pointed in the right direction. If you choose to travel down the road, great. If you want to continue to poison your family and have those toxic products in your home, that's your choice too. That's $500 to have her come out and do that. Easy peasy.
Yep.
And well worth the money.
Right. So about 4,000 chemicals are currently used to scent products. 4,000 chemicals.
To create that scent that they're trying to create to make you attracted to the product.
Exactly. Right. But you won't find those listed though on the label.
No.
See, that's the thing.
It's called fragrance.
That's where they get us, right? So yes, it's called fragrance, and it's.
But they say natural fragrances, honey.
Oh yeah, well there's that too, right? And so the fragrance is because of the trade secret, right? They have to keep each company's recipe secret. Okay, so.
Secret cocktail mix.
Yes. And so it's on your cleaning products. It's on your personal care products. I mean, the list goes on, right? And so a single scent contain anywhere from 500 to 300 distinct chemicals. And might I add again that a big portion of those chemicals are not allowed in other countries.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Europe, you couldn't have that.
No. There's no Cheez-Its in Europe.
No.
No Pringles either. I know that. Wow.
Because you're a Pringles girl.
Because I was.
Okay.
Used to be a Pringles girl. So we're going to come back and we're going to touch on more of what those soaps, cleaners, and that are doing to your body.
Okay, one more segment after this. This is Our Healthy Homes. OurHealthyHomes.com, 651-775-9194, the Healthy Home Hotline. Give Sheila a ring-a-ling-a-ling. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. This is Our Healthy Homes, OurHealthyHomes.com. Mm-hmm. We examine the 4 pillars of a healthy home: the structure, the ecosystem, your body, and your mind and spirit. All 4 of those pillars have to be in place, or the roof comes tumbling down. Remember, live young and live long, because it's young living or assisted living, and you can make your home a healthy home. But it all begins with you, and it starts right now with the lovely and talented Sheila.
The older I get, the longer I want to live.
There you go.
That's a song. It's a really good song. Google it. So back to our toxic chemicals. So labels such as unscented, fragrance-free, hypoallergenic have no legal safety or regulatory meaning. So in fact, those products that contain that are masking fragrances, right? And again, it's not on the label, right? Just because that's how it is. So masking the fragrances also have reported to cause sensitivity reactions and things like that, right? Even when you're using products that are quote free of fragrances.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's free of fragrances, there's still the chemicals in there.
And they still smell.
Example, a friend of mine borrowed some tablecloths.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, please don't wash them. Like, give them back to me. I'll wash them because I have no idea what you're going to use.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot. And she brought them back. And I am gagging. And I know her pretty well. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I should have told you not to wash them. My fault. But they stink really bad. Like, what did you use? And so she sent me a picture. And sure enough, it said unscented, right? And, I'm so out of touch of what products are on the shelf. I'm like, what is this? Right? I mean, it's like kills 99%, so they're getting you with all those those things that you want to see and hear, right? So check your lotions, soaps. Speaking of lotions, we do have a skincare in-person coming up. Check the events calendar on
we'll
the
do a little
Healthy
summary
Homes.
in the second half of the segment.
So check your lotions, soaps, dryer sheets, cleaners, candles, air freshener, shampoo, conditioner, the trash bags. Oh my gosh. Where did we get the trash?
Costco.
Yeah, we bought trash bags, and I said I can't deal with this.
Had to give them away. I couldn't even stand to have them in the house.
We couldn't. And so then to find the unscented or like no whatever, that was a challenge in itself. I mean, they're trying to just like slowly kill us, really. And that is not a conspiracy theorist either. And so look at what you've got for the word fragrance and think of these reasons why you maybe want to ditch and switch. You blood sugar support, liver support, eliminate some hormone problems, risk your cancer reduction risk, eliminate and avoid and, have better respiratory, and not have to have so many issues with that. You can eliminate migraines and headaches and things like that. When it comes to that, I'm like, typically the two things when you have headache and migraines, I feel like in my experience has been you need some trace minerals because you're low on your minerals, or your liver needs a little flush. We want to protect our pets' health. I love this one. I say it all the time. I want to vote with my dollars. Like, I want to vote with my dollars, support companies and places that have the good stuff for me, that I don't have to do the research anymore. Detox the home. We've got the what's the air quality control now from fires from somewhere or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I posted on my Facebook. I said, put Raven and Lemon in your diffuser, and you got to clean up your air in your home because they're all closed. It's either heat or air, right? And so you got to keep your air in your home clean. Help support a healthy weight. Prevent those toxic ingredients from DNA changes. Protect your environment. Better skin. Feel better, like how about that? Reduce brain fog, and so much more that can be done by just making the simple changes on detoxing the home with the cleaning products and your skincare products that you're using. And so there was a study in 2021 that assessed the effects of people that inhaled air fresheners and how the effect it had on the liver. And, I can give that to you, but it aggravated and damaged the liver, right? Because you're inhaling those chemicals. But even more, it also found that the inhalation of these toxic air fresheners induced insulin resistance.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Right, because 80% of society is pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
Right, so if that study from the air fresheners had that effect on the liver, and then that turned into insulin resistance, which it could contribute to that. That's what the study says, and other metabolic issues. But we don't really put those things together that it's really truly affecting us. We just think that we should have to wear a mask when we clean in order to get it clean. And hey, I invite you to go to YouTube, and there is a video. Just put in 3M Thieves Test Strip. And there's a gal that took the 3M test strips. She put the raw chicken on her counter. She cleaned it with thieves. Then she did the test again. And then she did the toilet. And it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really does work. And so just starting to reduce, your body really will heal. But it can't heal when you keep spraying and using those toxic products. So there's that. Many more reasons to ditch and switch those synthetic chemicals. How did I put that?
Okay, so we got a couple of minutes left here. I just want to make sure that we take the time now to go through all the stuff that's coming up, classes and whatnot at the mansion, online, Zoom, hybrid, all the different ways, self-taught, whatever you want, because I want you to avoid the fear of loss and future regret by missing some of these classes. And
say that again.
Avoid the fear of loss and future regret. I saw that on TV at one time. Avoid the fear of loss and future regret.
Yeah, it's a
So
good one.
attend one of these classes.
Yep.
So why don't you give us a rundown? What's coming up and
Okay.
what's happening at the mansion?
So June 19th is what supplements do you need and why. So we are going to do that June 19th. We just added a July 31st. I don't have it on there yet, but we are going to.
I might attend that one. I'm a supplements guy.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Now that one is offered Zoom and in person.
Okay.
Okay. So you can register there. Your skincare. So, come get pampered a little bit, enjoy some girl time. It's for all ages. So if you want to bring your teen or what, hey, that's an idea. Bring your daughters, and then you guys can smell the new non-toxic perfume and cologne, so that we can maybe switch those young girls from all that toxic perfume that they're using. But you'll be able to experience and try the products. This is, we, besides the health and wellness things, we like to do our own fun events and whatnot. And so we've got the Summer Salad Showdown happening June 28th. And so the food ones have been super fun because it's been more couples for that. And so I need people to make a salad, and then the rest of the people are going to judge. So then we give goofy prizes, right? And Key's favorite always is the crafting weekend.
Oh, okay.
Which is October 3rd and 5th.
The ladies love it.
Yep, they do.
I gotta say.
Yes, they really do. And sometimes you get some good
Once in a while.
cookies or something
A lot of
somebody
carbs.
had made. But yeah, it's usually your carb weekend. I mean, I try to usually make the meal and make it a good one. And so we are working on that ditch and switch topic that we talked about. And so that will be going on the website shortly. And like I ask people all the time, they'll mention, hey, when are you going to do this topic? Right? And it's like, I need you to reach out to me to ask me to do that topic so that we can schedule the date and time that works for you, so I know you can make it because you're the one that wants to hear about it. And then from there, we invite. I've got a couple of private parties, private topics that people are having me come to their home for and inviting their friends. And so I don't have those on there. We also have 2 closed Facebook groups for our customers. So we educate you and keep you informed in there. And we also have once a month product education. That's always Zoom. So there is not a shortage of getting help and getting your questions answered. So if you have those Young Living oil bottles, pull them out and call me. Please don't let them sit there, because you're missing out on some serious benefits.
Stuff.
Yep.
All the good stuff.
Yep.
That's it for this week on Our Healthy Homes, ourhealthyhomes.com, the 4 pillars of a healthy home. And remember, it's young living or assisted living, and you can make your home a healthy home, but it does all start with you, and it begins right now. We'll see you next week.
But when he calls me sugar, I love that man with all my might. Sugar in the morning, sugar in the afternoon. Sugar after dinner, sugar in every room. He says I'm sweet as I can be. When he calls me that name, it does things to me. I tell him, honey, you can call me sugar.